Hello and welcome to Celebrating Marvel Studios. I'm your host, Constance Miller. This is going to be a slightly spoiler-heavy discussion about Marvel Studios' Echo, which premiered on Hulu and Disney+. And it's a 5-episode series, and I'm just going to take a quick little dive in and let you know what I thought about it. So Echo picks up roughly after the events of the Hawkeye series, in which it introduces Echo. And we get so much more depth between Echo and her culture, her own roots, as well as with Kingpin, and it was an interesting ride, to say the least, and one that I don't regret watching. I've been kind of burnt out on Marvel lately, and as a diehard Marvel fan, I really dislike saying that. The quality just really hasn't been up to par, and I think everybody's getting tired of superheroes. However, I do want to say that having Kingpin and Daredevil back in this series was very, very exciting. Even though Daredevil only appeared for one scene, it was worth it. The fight choreography was astounding, and it's always good to see Charlie Cox in the role, and Vincent D'Onofrio as Kingpin is bone-chilling good. Like, bone-chilling good. And I'm so glad that he came back. Echo's story arc is pretty simple, and it's not terribly complex until you get to the parts where it explores her Native American heritage. And that gives you a little bit more depth into the whole Choctaw Nation, and that was refreshing. I really enjoyed that. And I'm glad to see that it wasn't just some made-up stuff. It came from actual Choctaw sources. So that was refreshing, and that was nice. Although some of the flashback scenes were a little too long for my taste. I think they could have gotten to the point a little bit quicker, but it was a 5-episode show. The last 2 episodes were only half-hour long-ish, and yeah, there needed to be a lot of time to fill. So I can't complain too much because it did dive into some rich history, and history with Kingpin. I think, oh my gosh, Vincent D'Onofrio just stole every scene that he was in, except for one. And that is when he shows up in Tamaha. After all this time, after being shot in the face by his adoptive niece/daughter, and there's such an immense amount of tension because you don't know if he's there to kill her. You don't know if she's gonna kill him, so he doesn't kill her, and I think the tension could have been built up just a little bit more, because it almost had me gripping the sides of my chair, almost. It was getting close. I think I was getting white knuckles, but yeah, wow. That was great. The fight choreography was top-notch. It was very well done, and despite the mature audience rating, I didn't really find it especially gory. There were a couple shots that I was like, ugh. But I think of the Marvel Netflix series. I know there's the scene where Punisher goes on a killing spree inside the prison, and that to me was too much. I had a hard time watching that one. So this was pretty tame compared to that. But the stunt choreography and the fight choreography was all handled so tremendously well, and considering that you're dealing with a deaf actress playing a deaf character, kudos there. There are definitely going to be some more challenges, and I think Alaqua Cox lived up to those challenges and did a very good job. I don't think her acting is all that great, because she has a scowl on her face most of the time, and there's very few moments for her to facially express anything else. So that was a little bit disappointing. I've seen some pictures of the actress where she smiles broadly, and she has a great smile, but you barely ever see it. I want to give a special shout out to Tantu Cardinal, who played Echo's grandmother Chula. Phenomenal actress. This is the first I've seen her work that I'm aware of. I thought she was tremendous. And she brought so much heart to the role and so much pain and anguish. I mean, she was really good. I really enjoyed her work. So in closing, would I watch Echo again? Yeah, I probably would, as a refresher if need be. It's not high up on my list to rewatch, except for maybe the last episode, and which seems to be the case with a lot of Disney Plus shows. Although the last episode of She-Hulk really got people upset. But yes, do I think it's a worthy program for Marvel? Yes. I think this is a step in a direction that needs to happen. And I hope the trend continues, and that the quality and the timing and the pacing and the artistry all kind of finds its way back together. With all that being said, I've got a little kitten named Snickers who is crying, so I'm going to end this video. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and don't forget to share with your friends. Also, if you're inclined to help the channel grow, you can do so by following the links in the description. And as always, love and light to you all.